Hey there, it's John from Heroes and Legends. Today we're going to open a pre-release kit from Hour of Devastation. We'll also do a quick sealed deck tech. We'll look at the cards we open here and think about what kind of sealed deck we'd want to make. Just take a second here to get through the cellophane. If I can get through the cellophane, I might need to find there. I think I got it. All right. Eventually we'll get this thing open. Okay, so if you're not familiar with this product, basically it's not a product that Wizards sells and you're going to be able to find like at your Target or Walmart or something like that. But these are made for the pre-release events that occur, of course, on pre-release weekend. And that's really the main reason these are published. You can buy them on the secondary market a little bit from some distributors, or if your LGS has extra ones, they may sell them. But other than that, you won't find a whole lot of these. These products are actually kind of limited in a way. Inside you'll get a few things. Spin down die. Since this is the first one of these packs we're looking at, I'll highlight all the items. The next one I open I'll go a little faster, but get your spin down die there. You will also get this card here. I am Nicol Bolas, so it tells you a little bit of lore. I mean, just a little taste of what's going on in the set, obviously. Not a whole lot. And they give you a few tips about building a sealed deck. Again, not a whole lot of information here, but there you go. You get this checklist card, which has the 5 hours, like different trials, basically things you can do over the course of the next like in-store events and such. And you're going to get 6 packs of cards, 2 of them from Amonkhet, 4 from Hour of Devastation, and you get 1 foil date stamped premium card, which is a promo. So let's look at ours. Oh, we got the Scorpion God. That's real sweet. So nice pull. Maybe one of the better one of these promo cards I've ever pulled, quite honestly. So that's kind of awesome. So there you go. July 8th and 9th, 2017. Pretty cool. So we'll be thinking about that as we open the rest of our cards here to think about perhaps our sealed pool. Okay, well, let's open the 2 Amonkhet packs first, and then I'll go ahead and open the 4 Hour Devastation packs. Then I'll pause the video for a minute and just sort things into piles, and we'll go ahead and start building a deck, and I'll kind of take you through at least my thought process of what I think about as I'm building a deck. So I'll kind of thumb quickly through the comments since we will be using these to build a deck in a few moments. I'll let you see what we got here. All right, Devoted Cropmate, Edifice of Authority. It's a pretty good card. Spring to Mind, and our rare is a Temet Vizier of Nakatamun. So can be a cool card in conjunction with some other things. So decent start. Open the second Amonkhet pack. So I have one more of these kits I'm going to open on the channel too, and I'll do a similar video where we'll open it quickly and then we'll think about what kind of deck we're going to build with it. I like seeing Cartouche of Strength for sure. Okay, we got a True Heart Duelist, Destined to Lead. We get a Cast Out, that's nice too. And we get ourselves a Cycling Land, Scattered Groves. If we're in those colors, it can be decent for us for fixing consistency purposes, but it is taking up a rare slot, so sometimes you don't want to see too many of those type of things show up when you're deck building for sealed. But it's a good card, and it's definitely constructed playable, so I'm happy to have it. All right, let's open the first of the Hour of Devastation packs next. And we'll start off with Chandra's Defeat, sideboard card there. Angel of the God Pharaoh, okay. Vizier of the Drew, and a Wildfire Eternal. And we get another Angel of the God Pharaoh, this time a foil one. Which, kind of an expensive card when you start thinking about deck building. Like, 1 of is probably fine. 2 of a card like that starts to feel a little much because it's a high casting cost with not a huge payout. I mean, it's good. It's good to get in a sealed matchup, but you don't want to necessarily have that stuck in your hand either. So, you know, it's one we'll look at, though, for sure. Life Goes On is our last comment. Then we have Manticore Eternal Abrade. Fantastic card. Saving Grace. And so can we make this work in our sealed deck? We'll find out. Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh. Awesome, awesome pull, though. That's phenomenal. If we can get this to work with a Scorpion God, we just need to have mana fixing. And if we can pull it off, that could be a pretty good deck, I think. So we'll try it out. here's our next pack. And second to last pack. Awesome pre-release kit though. Scorpion got promo, Nicol Bolas. Phenomenal. Alright, this is defeats another Abrade, okay. Shafet Dunes and a Pride Sovereign. The Pride Sovereign doing something maybe a little different than some of these other cards seem to be doing in our pool. But again, maybe green's okay. I mean, we saw one green cartouche. I don't know though. It's going to take a lot to try to pull me off Bolas. But that's where things get tricky. I mean, once we sit down and look at these cards, if we can't play Bolas and feel like we can consistently do something with it, we may have to pass. And that might be hard to do. But we'll see. Hopefully we can make it work. Manticore Eternal, Steward of Solidarity, Vile Manifestation. Our rare is the creature land, Scavenger Grounds. Okay, so those are the cards we have to deal with. I'm going to quickly stop the video for just a moment, put things into piles, and we'll start looking at what we got. Alright, so I went ahead and separated the cards into color piles. Let's look at each one. I'm just going to move these off to the side just so I don't mess up the camera real quick. And we'll go through each of the piles. The first thing I'm going to do as I go through simply is figure out which cards I probably definitely don't want to play. We'll start with white. I think I'm going to do the Bolas colors last, and I just want to see how good white and green are, basically. 2-drop, or a 2-1 for 3. Good if we're playing with Exert cards. Here's an Exert card to play with, which is a 2-2 for 2. So it's a 2-2 for 2 with upside. Good card, definitely. This is fine. This one's not super exciting, again, unless I'm playing with a lot of Exert cards. Cast Out is great. Trueheart Duelists is a fine 2-drop as well. Blinding Mummy is a fine 2-drop. A lot of good cards actually here in white. This one's not super exciting unless we're playing with a lot of, say, Embalm or Eternalize or something like that, but it's still a 2-drop 1/3. It's not horrible, even if you weren't. Angel of the God Pharaoh. I mean, at least you can cycle this thing, so it costs 6, but it's a 4/4. Good power level, definitely, and we do have 2 of these, so I could run 2 because of the cycling, or I could run 1, depends. And here's another one, 3/2 card that's actually pretty decent. Tap target creature an opponent controls when you exert this. Whenever you exert a creature, so that includes this, but that can be quite good, especially if we get into like the Boros Exert deck. I'm not seeing a whole lot to promote that yet, but of course I haven't looked at red. Eternalize, 2/3 Vigilance. This is okay. Good if you have zombies, of course. Another 2/2 for 2 still, even if you needed a 2-drop. This is a combat trick, which I see a lot of good cards in this color right now, so I don't think I'm going to play that combat trick, so I'm going to put that aside. This one's good. You just want deserts really to support it and make it better. This one's fine. Fine 5-drop. I haven't seen a lot of 5-drops. This is okay. Probably want to run 2 of them, and then another one of these too. So a lot to support Exert here, but I didn't see a whole lot of Exert. So there you go. Let's look at green next, since we're gonna try to go with the other 3 colors if we can. But white looked good. Like, I think white would be a good curve color if you decided to go in that direction. You got Gift of Strength. That's a good combat trick for 4. Vigilance is fine. This one's good. The Sandworm's good top curve. I love the Cartouche of Strength. I'm probably going to sideboard this because I don't know if my opponent's going to have artifacts I care about. So that's fine. We'll just keep that on the sideboard in case we need it. This is okay. This is fine. I'm probably not going to go all in with that until I see what my opponent's playing. Again, if they're playing something super aggressive, I'd board that in. Ambushcade's awesome. This is fine, actually. If I'm playing with other cats, it's better. I didn't really see any other cats in white, though. And Nissa's sideboard card. And this is fine. And this is good. I like that, too. Good 1-drop. Okay. So if we had to play Selesnya, I think we could actually build a decent deck there. But we're going to try to live the dream, and we're going to try to get Bolas to work. So do we have the fixing? What are the best colors? That type of thing. Let's look at black first. Short stack here. We had a lot of white cards, a lot to choose from. But we do have this. This will slow down the game and let us get, hopefully, 2 Bolas. So I probably do want to play this. This one here is 3-drop, 3/3. It's fine. I like Wander in Death. I'm going to try to run it if I can. And this is okay. Again, it slows things down a little bit. 4/2, but gives us cycling. So if we're looking for a color or land, that might be fine. I like 2-drop Death Touch creatures, especially ones that impact the graveyard like this. It's actually pretty good. A 2/3 for 3 is very playable, and it has this extra bonus for discarding cycling. Another rat, a lot of things to slow down the game. This is also good. The Torment of Venom is removal. A little expensive in some ways maybe, but it's good removal. So I like what we see in black. That's very good. I mean, nothing's going to help us color fix, obviously, but that's to be expected. Let's look at blue. Unsummon's phenomenal. Here's a 2/1 prowess, afflict 2. That's pretty good for 2 mana. I'm pretty happy with it. Here's another Cycling Matters card. Here's a draw spell that does cycle. This can be good too. I don't know how many non-creature cards we're going to be playing, so I'll kind of keep that aside. Discard a card. This is a mill card. It does have a good defense to it though for 3 mana, so I'm probably not worried about milling or even milling myself in this deck, but maybe I'm not going to exclude it yet because it's a good defender. It could slow down the game and gum up the board. Proven Combatant is just awful, so there it goes. This is fine, a little higher curve, but it's fine. And okay, maybe a counter spell, we'll see. I don't know if I want 2 of these in this deck. I'm probably going to cut one of them. 2 7-drops that are 5/5 hexproofs. They do cycle though. I won't cut it yet. It does cycle. Prowess, afflict 2/1, so that's fine too as a 2-drop. You always need your 2-drops, so those are fine. Okay, let's see what red's got. Hopefully red's a little better. Blue is, I don't know, okay. This one's fine. Crash Through, this is a decent combat trick, depending on what you're trying to do. If you have a lot of big creatures and such, this gets a lot better, but we'll see. This one, it's a 2-drop, but we already have some 2-drop 2/1s in blue. I don't know if I'm playing that. Maybe a sideboard card if my opponent has some 1 toughness stuff I got to deal with. Or that's actually, forget that. Deals 1 damage to each opponent, so yeah, it's not that good. Hyena Pack can be fine. Nothing exciting. A good 2-drop that comes off the board again. That's good. Fling's great. I haven't played with this yet, but I want to try it out. It seems like it could be good. Chandra's Defeat, sideboard card. And Menace, yeah, that's good. A Braid, phenomenal. Another one of these, okay. Don't know if we'll run both, but fine. A Braid, and here's another combat trick, which is just fine. Okay. Now let's look at our multicolor cards quickly. And we have, now this would be nice for color fixing, but we'd have to incorporate green to really get the spring to work, so we're not going to do that. This, I didn't really see a whole lot that goes with this. On its own, it's not a bad card though either, but I don't see myself running it in this pool from what I've seen so far. Another combat trick, which, I don't know, the second part being green, I'm probably not going to run that. Okay, Bolas, we want to try to make happen. Scorpion God, we want to try to make happen. Now, let's look at our artifacts. Manolith, yes. I like Edifice of Authority, too. This one I don't think we need. Depending, target card, depending, that's more of a sideboard card in case we need to deal with that. And I don't need to dilute my mana base. There's nothing I'm really doing with deserts in this deck, so if I go with those 3 colors, so that's fine. Being able to cycle the land, but I slow myself down. I won't cut it yet. These are in the wrong colors. Evolving Wild is excellent. Maybe, probably not. Not. Okay. So, leaves us with a pretty big pool of cards here. And we have to kind of decide what direction we're going to go actually with this, because right now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32. We have like almost 40 cards here that I picked out, so we're going to cut something back. Maybe Splash Blue. Let's look at that. What are the best blue cards we have? This can definitely go. Unsummon I really like. Our 2-drops I like. This can probably go. I do like to be able to draw cards occasionally. This can probably go. This could probably go. This could probably go. This could probably go. I'm going to try to get off this cycling thing. Yeah, you know what? I think we just cut blue down to the bare bones to make this deck a little more consistent. And we try to run mostly Rakdos colors. And that's going to help our card availability quite a bit. So we know for sure we kind of want to play these 4, I think. I'm going to put those aside. Crash Through, I don't feel like this is a crash through deck. We have 2 of these. I don't know if I want 2 of those. I don't think we have a lot of 4 drops, so that's fine. 3 Braid. There's the 5 drop. Okay, probably don't need Kindle Fury. Okay, how many does that give us? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So still have to make a couple cuts. What I'm going to do quickly here, I'll probably pause the video for a second, and I'm going to just split the cards into piles of spells and creatures, and also kind of look at the mana cost. That'll be my next step. So hang on a second, I'll do that. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I went ahead and sorted everything out. So I like our 2 drops. One thing I noticed, I left this 1 2-drop in blue in here. I think we can cut that. So now we only have to cut 1 more card. This leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 creatures. And that feels good to me considering how much power we have in the non-creature slots in this deck. I usually like maybe 15, even 16 creatures, but I think this deck can get away with 14. And we also got a lot of good 2-drops, which are going to counteract some large creatures potentially with these rune rats and such. So there's enough going on here. I feel pretty comfortable with it. We also have a pretty even split here of red and black in our creature spots. So I'm feeling pretty good so far about this deck. It seems pretty sweet. Let's look at our non-creature spots. I don't want to cut any more creatures. I don't want to go down to 13. So we're going to cut something out of here. Of course, here's our higher end. A couple 3s, another 3, and here's our 2s. And finally, a couple 4s. Okay. So I don't want to really cut any of these, quite honestly, but I do have to cut something. The Abrades are definitely staying. A couple good red cards. I like Wander of Death. I'm going to keep it, and I'm also going to keep Torment of Venom. Simple, easy things to keep. Fling, I want to keep it too, I think. We definitely need the color fixing, so this is staying. This will probably stay to get us through our deck a little quicker and slow down the game and just gum it up a little bit. Or really not. Doesn't really get us through our deck quicker, but it does gum up the game, and that's the idea. Okay, so we got a couple blue cards. Of course, Bolas is here. The whole reason we're doing this, so he's staying. Okay, so I kind of like this better than this. They're both good. I mean, this is a tough one. You could probably cut either of these and be fine. Unsummon, in some cases, feels like maybe more of a sideboard card to me. It will work in certain situations, but in other situations, it isn't as good. So I feel okay cutting this. This is going to help us with our deck consistency, especially since we are trying to splash for this blue. And it is blue itself, so that's a little awkward. But just getting, let's say we happen to get our blue and not maybe another one of the colors we need early on, this could help us hit what we need to hit without having to mulligan necessarily. If this is in our opening hand or something, we could always cycle it for a blue and hopefully hit something. Or then later on, it just becomes card draw, which is good too. So yeah, I want to keep this, I think. And like I said, I mean, this is going to basically be our deck, and it looks awesome. So this is a very sweet deck. Now, I mean, use your judgment when it comes to deck building. I mean, now obviously it's probably very rare that someone is going to see this video and agree with every single one of these these 23 cards that I included, right? Like, play the cards that you feel comfortable with, you know. Play to your play style. Just because I'm saying a card's good doesn't mean you should go out of your way to play it if you're not comfortable with it, or you feel like you'd have more fun playing something else. I would not say that playing white and green in this pool would necessarily be wrong either. There was actually a nice curve to those cards, and even though it didn't have the crazy cards like Bolas, power level wise, it could get there too. So this was a great pool. As far as the mana base goes, I think I will play the Desert of the Fervent. And I'll just play that in lieu of a mountain just to give us a little more versatility, even though it slows us down a little bit. Definitely playing the Evolving Wilds. We'll have to play one island. I think one island's enough because we have the Manolith, we have the Wilds itself, and the island. So there's basically 3 opportunities to hit blue for the 2 cards that are actually running blue. And I feel like that's good enough, quite honestly. So that would be an island in Evolving Wilds, the Desert of Fervent, probably 6 mountains, and 8 swamps then. So yeah, that's going to be our deck. It's pretty sweet. I'm excited to try this out eventually. Actually, I will be playing with these kits, so I'll get a chance to play with this build, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is really, really sweet. Great pre-release kit. So I hope you found this helpful. Like I said, I mean, everyone builds differently, so you might want to do something different. It's totally cool, but this is just my thoughts, and really this video is about letting you see how I think through things to help you kind of form your own opinions on a particular pool, especially if you're out there in a tournament or something like that. So until next time, hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible by the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.